you're climbing up a mountain or you're climbing up a hill, you don't just climb up a hill. Climbing up a hill or climbing up a mountain isn't something you just wake up and start climbing up a mountain. There has to be a reason why you're doing it. And the reason why there has to be a reason is because of all the resistance you're going to face before you get to where you're headed. It is resistant dense or resistance dense. You would have to face a lot of resistance to get to the top. And if you're going up a mountain, sometimes it's just for the views, and the views up there, they're worth it. They're worth it. Like, people pay God knows how much to actually climb mountains. People pay God knows how much. They risk their lives because the view at the top is breathtaking. It feels like you've achieved everything you need to achieve in your life because the views at the top is breathtaking. Okay, that's not where I'm going. Now, when you want to climb a mountain, you would have to prepare again because of the resistance that you will have to deal with. So you have to prepare. You need your water. You need to pack your food if you need some. You need to pack your gear. You need to be ready. Okay, you just need to be ready. Your glucose and the rest. You just need to be ready. Okay, you need to be ready for that journey because it's not a journey that would require nothing from you. It will require just about everything. So you need to be ready to make that trip. Now, if you're coming down from a mountain, especially if it's just like a hill, if you're coming down, maybe you don't need to be as prepared. Because if you're climbing up a mountain, there needs to be a push up. So there is a lot of energy required from you to push against the resistance being um, obviously all of the things you will need to go through, the change in the, I'm not a scientist, in the hair, in terms of how you breathe, because I know the higher you climb, the harder it becomes for you to breathe properly and all of that. I don't know the science for all of that, but you know that. And then there is a lot of push energy needed because you need to take yourself and push yourself against whatever, the energy. So you need to keep pushing to climb up, okay? To elevate, you need to keep pushing. Now, if you're coming down, it is the pull force if you're coming down. So you're being pulled down. So you don't need as much energy from within to do that. Okay? And that is why it is so hard to climb up, but super easy to fall from grace. That is why. And it applies to many dimensions in life. But that's not where I'm going because I'm digressing a lot. I'm just trying to set the scene. Now, if you want to climb to the top of the mountain where it feels like you've achieved everything, it feels like you're heading towards this goal, you're heading towards this purpose, you want to achieve this massive thing and all of that. If you're heading up, you need to be intentional. So what I'm basically talking to you about is the science of intention and how you cannot see the views except you are intentional. You cannot literally see the views except you're intentional. You can't see the views. Same in your career. There's some top levels you cannot get to except you intentionally try to get there. One of the requests I got over the course of the week, Lily sends me a request and said, all right, this is my request. I need you to help me plan out what my journey would look like if I wanted to become the CFO of this type of company. And I need you, this is where I am now. I need you to help me chart the course. So I had to do that workout. I had to sit and help her strategize. I created a video for her and then I created a blueprint for her. And I said, take this blueprint, use it. This is the video. Whenever you like, go back and watch. However that suits for you. A blueprint of if you want to become a CFO. That is someone who is intentional. And the person, they are not even anywhere near becoming a CFO. No, someone who is thinking like that. Now I've created for them what I think is going to look like what they need to be thinking about. But their journey, I can almost guarantee 100% is not going to be exactly like that. They will have some bumps on the road. They will have some serious leverage that will help them race fast. There will be so many things. They'll begin to see opportunities now because they're thinking about it. I would not be surprised if I come 6 years from now and they're already a CFO of a mid-sized company or of a small-sized company, I would not be surprised. Because while others are optimizing for showing up every day to earn their pocket money, and everybody is showing up every day to earn their salary, somebody is already charting their plan into how they will become a CFO. There are two different things. Now, if you want to climb to the top and you want to see the views, intention. Okay? What is the opposite of intention? Neglect. Neglect. That is the opposite of intention. Neglect. You're living your career. Autopilot. Let it just be running itself. Neglect. And everything that you neglect is going to automatically fall into disorder. It will. You don't need to do anything. With neglect, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to hold a meeting. You don't need all you need for neglect to work is inaction, inaction, inaction. That's it. You may even be thinking about it, but as long as you're not taking any action and it's just there, it's going to fall into chaos. And for it not to fall into chaos, there has to be a force greater than it that will stand in the way and say, no, I will have to get this in order. And that is you coming to your career and saying, we're getting this, we're steadying the ship right now. We're going to steady this ship now. So look at you. And that's why personally, I really thoroughly appreciate people who go out of their way to recognize times when the career needs to change. And it's not like, this is not like random. This is like, I'm at this point in my career. I think I may have an opportunity here. Let me talk to someone who can help me level up or who can give me ideas. Then they go. They talk to someone who can help them level up. They get a sponsor in place. They get a mentor in place. They get whatever. They get a career coach in place, whatever. I have some people that are my clientele. Like, this is not, they keep coming back. I have some people that are my clientele. Once they've gone 3 months, 2 months, they're like, all right, I need to talk to you again. They book a session, they come back, they say, all right, this is what has happened in the last 2 months. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm like, okay, do this. They move up higher. They next. They're so particular, so intentional. That promotion that you want at work will not come from the place of neglect, from you just not thinking about you. Now, intention is more practical than it is thoughts. Intention is when you say I intended to. That is different from wishing. Intention is thought plus action. That is intention. I'm intentional about growing. I'm intentional about building my brand. I'm intentional about getting that promotion. I'm intentional about being more confident at work. It is your thought of changing that situation plus action. And it is all rolled up around a purpose. You know what a purpose is? A purpose is something you want to achieve, but that you have rolled up into, or that you have decided is your why. It's something you want to achieve, is your why. It's like your goal, but with a force of determination and resilience. If you already have that thing you want to achieve, and you have committed to, you are determined to achieve it. Determining to achieve something is not the same as action. That is just your mind being made up. It's the beginning, it's not the thing. So you have your why. You can have a why. I want to take my parents out of poverty. I want to build a house for my parents. I want to grow in my career. I want my children. I want to build a portfolio of $1 million each for my children. Whatever, you can have a why. And then you can be determined, I will achieve it. That your why plus your determination is your purpose. You know where intention comes in? You have thought about all of the things you need to do, and then you around that your purpose, and you're taking action. Therefore, your purpose plus intention, there is no force that can stop you. When you've got the purpose nailed out and you have an intention, nothing can stop you. It is impossible for anything to stop you. And that's why just thinking about it does not equal doing it, does not equal achieving it. Okay? Just creating a fancy plan around it does not equal doing it. And that is why You need to first, your starting point is, I want to see the top of the mountain. And I know for me to get there will be a lot of resistance, a lot of it. So I need to be ready. I need to be determined. So your purpose is, say, the top of the mountain. The determination is, I am really, this has to happen. So all of that looped in is your purpose. Then your intention is actually going out to buy the gear. Okay, the intention is actually going out to buy the gear, getting your water bottle, getting your glucose, getting all your supplements, go training, all of the trainings that you need to do. I have one of my team members who is going to participate in a marathon during the summer. While it was busy and we were all doing the business season, working long hours, during lunch breaks on some of the days during the week, she'll be like, oh, I need to go for my training. I need to go for running. And I'll be like, yes, go for it. Because you need to be intentional, you want to participate in a marathon, but you are like me, like this. You are not running. Which marathon are you doing? So you want to see the top of the mountain. You want the view at the top. And that view is very, very breathtaking. Today is the day when you work hard. You take action. Today is the day when you intend your thoughts and your action. Today is the day when you do all of that. I hope this blesses you. Remain fantastic.